Giorno. Good day. Hello, everybody. So, I'm just must be in like some like good free energy or something because I'm like ready to do another reading. And this time I wanted to look a little bit like go deeper into the energies because what I have been channeling is that it's so important for us to basically balance our energies, right? Every day we have to get back to like we have these interactions with our external world and our internal world. So we're having these interactions and experiences and encounters, and basically it's just kind of like how are we moving into unity and balance with each of these experiences, right? Because it's like we want to anchor in the love and the milk and honey silicate matrix. We want our divine beauty. Like, we want this good world that we know in our hearts and in our minds that we see for ourselves. And so, with the kind of spiritual knowledge that I have been learning, it's like balancing our inner polarities right now is so important. And so I did this reading, I think maybe yesterday, I don't even know, whatever the last reading was. And so masculine and feminine, I did it kind of on these like wounds that were happening. And so today I want to like kind of dive in a little bit deeper and do a little bit more basically inner work together. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just start with I'm gonna do divine masculine because I really feel a lot of connection and channeling for divine masculine. It's just probably always been that way my whole life. I don't know. I resonate with masculine energy. I'm learning feminine, but non-distorted feminine. So like I have to heal the masculine. Like it's like a combination, right? Like we just want to balance our polarities basically. So I am going to do the masculine first, and then I will do feminine. And this is like, if it resonates or not, it could just be my energy. I've been doing like a lot of clearing and doing this energetic synthesis with like Lisa Renee's work. So I've been listening to those meditations and doing like the whole like matrix coding. I love it. I love it. I love it because I'm an analytical type of like sun, moon, rising, all in air signs. I'm a Libra, Gemini, and it really resonates with me, like how to decode the programming that we have. And so this is why like cards are really helpful, because it helps like bring forward kind of like just like what underlying issues. So masculine, we're gonna start with you. And right now we're just going to really look at, what for the masculine, what energies for the masculine, what are masculines working with the energies right now? I'm going to get 3, so we can look at, a few things. Okay, so let's see. Ace of Cups, Empress, and the Two of Swords. Okay, oh my God. It never fails. Masculines, it just doesn't fail. So this self-love and honoring your inner goddess, you still have a little bit of confusion and confliction, I think, about it. The Two of Swords is kind of an energy of stalemate, uncertainty, just not unable to make a decision, maybe feeling just unsure of how to bring this self-love, this inner feminine out. Oh my gosh, this is great. This is like exactly what we were just talking about in the last video. So this is why we're going to get into this masculine, you know what I'm saying? That's what we want to do, because it looks like your self-love and the way that you are actually wanting to like manifest your feminine nurturing power is there. You're just unsure of how to do it. And that's going to be a personal thing. Like that's just going to be an individual understanding of yourself. Well, what actually puts me in this energy of you know, receptive, overflowing, just kind of like the true goddess, you know? I'm hearing that this Two of Swords, this confusion, this uncertainty has to do with distortions of how we perceive feminine energy and self-love. You know, I've been I've been doing this crazy journey for as long as I can remember, but most definitely 2013 took me on a whole different level of spirituality. And okay, so blah 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 blah, years, even okay, so last year 2019 was incredible just leap, right? Like it's basically was prepping us, but it was a huge freaking download. So last year I'm talking to my sister who's also very spiritual, another goddess, and we're like, what is self-love? Like what does it even mean? Because yeah, throughout our lives we've been told, oh, you're smart, oh, you're capable, oh wow, come over here and show them how like beautiful you are. Like we're given these ideas that okay, like my value is based upon how I've exercised externally. Like I was smart, I was fast, I was strong, it was masculine. It's very just like masculine oriented of how we're given value in our society. But what about like what is actually self-love? What is actually does it mean to go within and be like that mother energy to yourself, like the healed mother, not the distorted versions, right? Because we have been walking around for God knows how many eons just distorted, even though the knowledge is underneath, but like we're confused, you know, like blinded by what was, confused, at a stalemate, just like not really understanding what is actually self-love. What does that mean for you, masculine? What does self-love? Not by your accomplishments, not by how smart you are, or how strong you are, how fast you are. What earthly, I mean, just like the Empress is always an interesting, because like I always see like waterfalls like just pouring and pouring, and it's an abundance, sort of like beautiful calm energy. Like what resonates with your self-love within a feminine sort of Empress energy? Like what do you masculines, when you imagine an Empress, what comes up for you? What sort of emotions when you imagine an Empress? Forget your insecurities, or forget like what is holding you blinded. Like what really comes from your heart when you think about self-love, or when you think about goddess energy, okay? The feminine looking, I mean, and if you associate feminine with women and looking at like the woman, okay, whatever helps you step into your self-love. How are you looking at women, at this feminine energy? Are you blinding yourself? Are you uncertain? Are you still in like this stalemate energy? Because it's going to be your self-love. Go look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you. You are a powerful being, even in your emotions. Even flowing with nurturing, you are still very powerful. Ain't no doubt about it. Cut that out. this uncertainty. Be certain that your self-love, your love for yourself and your flowing abundance, this goddess energy is rightfully yours as well. You claim this energy as well, okay? Everybody is worthy of God's love, okay? You come to the temple and you set your offering down, you put your self-love out there, you are worthy of the abundance that Goddess has for you. Earth, this flowing, beautiful planet, the cosmos, the divinity, who you are inside, is worthy and powerful of your emotions, of your, even in your material world. The Empress this is still a material card. This is like, you got the kingdom, you got that whole empire. Like, what do you do with it? Are you a champion of like, I'm just hearing, like, are you a good king? Not distorted, not hidden by your fears or your uncertainty or what was or what other people told you, but going from your heart base, like inside, using what moves you, your emotions, overflowing, letting that not take over you, okay? It's not about letting your emotions run you. And I think that's a fear, that's an uncertainty, that it's like, oh, feminine. In my mind, I'm hearing, oh, you're just so emotional. You're just like all over the place. Like, I think that's a fear for the masculine, that it's going to be like this flowing, it's going to be just so much emotion and so much pouring that they're just not going to be able to stop. But you know what? If you never take the reins, if you never learn how to, ride this, it's not taming the beast. I don't like that. In my mind, I'm seeing like a wild horse, and it's not about taming the wild horse. It's just, if you never learn how to step into your power of your heart, and you never take the reins on that, and if you don't even have the courage to step forward and try it, like, how will you know to break through these uncertainties and this stalemate? This is a stalemate. You're stuck. You feel stuck about taking on your self-love and bringing forth your own goddess energy. And goddess feminine energy doesn't make you like a sissy or a bitch. See, that's what's holding you back. Like, that's what's scaring you. And that's a lie, okay? There's these images that are given to us that are lies so that we don't tap into our power. This is your self-love. Goddess energy is all about consciousness and intuition. It's more about intuition. Like, father energy is more of like intuition, like spirit. Like, in my mind, it's like they work together, like you basically incarnate into this body. This is matter, but you have a consciousness as well. Like, you have ether within your body. You know what I'm saying? So there's this balancing of masculine and feminine, and the polarities, like it's hyper masculine. Okay. The whole planet has been hyper masculinized. And so it's going to make masculine, if you resonate more with masculine, like, you're gonna be like, oh my god, like, what the fuck is this, are these feelings, like, is it safe for me to be open and honest and vulnerable? Is it safe for me? I don't know. I'm confused because I have lived a distortion for so long. But my self-love and my true abundance and the energies of who I am, you can't deny the both inside you. You need to balance them both. And this is why it keeps coming out, because your masculines still haven't honored the self-love within their own feminine. So if you're just like projecting onto, maybe there's women issues. Like, I know for me, because I have feminine issues with how I relate to other women sometimes, because I have such masculine energy that it's not that I avoid it, but I'm just like... Sometimes the distorted female is very draining for me. Like, I need to learn how to be more receptive and understanding and not taking on other people's like emotions. Like, sometimes they just want to vent. Like, sometimes it's like, it does, like, feminine energy does feel chaotic, and it is kind of like everywhere. And it's like, whoa, but we don't have to do anything about it, right? Like sometimes, for example, grandma just needs to vent, or mom just needs to vent, or sister, or whoever, or even like brother, even if he just needs to talk about his feelings and vent, you know, like this is the feminine energy. It's not a scary thing. Just as masculine energy, who we're talking about right now, we have been taught to see it as like, oh, you're overreacting, oh, you're complaining, oh, you're just being over emotional. And no, that is not true. Okay. So masculines have to look at themselves and the uncertainties of where they're holding themselves back, of honoring that sort of, it's not chaotic energy. It's just feminines are so powerful. We can take on everything. Okay. Like it's really a Earth Mother. Okay. Holds everything. And yeah, the masculine brings forth a very powerful energy. Like I'm really into this meridians and balancing the chi right now, because magnetic energy, apparently, like women are stronger, or how does it go? Like we generate more blood, but like men have more chi, like they have more power, like they have more of the spirit, which is why they're stronger. But like I don't know, it's an interesting balance, I guess. Like balancing our chi is really what we want to do. So masculines, you know what came out for you is that while you're sitting in your uncertainty of actually honoring your self-love and honoring your inner feminine, it's just kind of holding you up. So let's go into it a little bit more and look at like why some of these, like what are the uncertainties? What are some of these uncertainties of actually stepping into your self-love and feminine energy? Like, what is the deal? Why so serious? Because the last video was the King of Swords. Like no BS, like no emotion. Woman holding a coin. Okay. Okay. I think you're just concerned that how is this actually bringing material gain? I think you're so concerned about, oh, yeah, that would make sense with this Two of Swords because it's still kind of like an uncertainty and a balance. Are you going to be able to manifest your actual abundance in your monies and your wealth if you have all these, like if you're still honoring your emotions? Because this says woman holding a coin, okay? This wasn't like the man holding the coin card. It has to do with something about feminine bringing forward. Oh, I don't even know if I put that in the camera. Oops. Feminine energy bringing forward this abundance. I mean, it's the Empress and it's a woman holding a card. You're definitely having some uncertainty with honoring your self-love, your inner receptive energy, and if that is actually going to bring you some sort of abundance. Because you know, masculines are used to making moves, like I'm going to go out and grab it. Like again, I don't know, this whole matrix is infected and distorted. So is that actually the way to go about it, is to be like aggressive and like overpowering stuff? Like no. No, it isn't. But you know what a fear is? The fear is that if I'm too much in my emotion, or and again, emotions don't have to control you, dudes. Okay? Masculine emotions don't control you. They show you how to harness and to be and to flow even more abundantly. Okay? You use these emotions to make you stronger and to be a better creator of your world, to bring more mater into your world. Yeah, to bring more coin. Masculine is really conflicted with emotion versus material. And I don't even know, why do they separate it? I mean, that's really interesting. I guess you would have to ask yourself, why do we separate emotion from material? You know, anyways, that's not a question that I have. So, okay, masculine, we see that it's definitely having to do with your coin, your material realm, how you're manifesting your empire, and how you're actually dealing with your self-love. If you've been battling that, Okay, it's time for some self-care. I don't know how many months I have to keep saying this. Okay, so this is definitely going to start with some internal work because maybe you're not doing the physical work. You must not be like taking time for yourself and giving yourself a massage. I don't know why I keep saying it, but it's so important to step into your body. Like, you need to look in the mirror, masculine, and be like, you are worthy, you are sacred, you are divine, you are powerful, you are sexy, you are capable, you know, like, you really need to look into this material world, see yourself in this material world as more valuable than just what you produce, okay? Because your spirit in the body as well. Like, whatever thoughts that you have that's confusing or uncertain or just kind of keeping you stuck, that's your spirit in there trying to talk to you. What are the issues that keep coming out? Are self-love? Are you pouring enough into your own cup? And how are you honoring your inner feminine energy, okay? It doesn't mean what you think it means. A woman, like, I think there's insecurities, maybe even about how men look to women. Like, I'm supposed to have it, but women get their coins too, boo. Don't worry about this. This is the new future now. You can let go of the old paradigms. If you thought what once was, if you think you're going to get too emotional over something, check that out. Go within and do some self-love, okay? Because then you'll step into your emperor energy. Like, this is just the counterpart. You're not balancing enough of your inner love, and that's why it keeps jumping out. Let us look at some let's look at, what is it? What is it about the material and the emotions that has the masculine confused? Ooh, envy. That's really good. Thank you for being so honest, masculine. Because that's real talk. I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. You heard that? You looking at everybody else outside of yourself. You're the same, but with different challenges. You don't need to envy anybody's material, what they got. You don't need to look at anybody else's empire besides what you got, what your self-love is, okay? What are you envying? What has you stuck and uncertain? What envies are you still concerned about? It says woman holding a coin. You need to stop looking what everybody else got and build your self-love. Nobody is you. You are nobody, okay? Everybody's going through different things at different levels. Let it go of looking at other people's plate. Focus on your own plate. Focus on your own eating. And you know what though? How do you even build more on your plate? How do you step more into your empire? Is you bring out what's best in you. You bring out the best in you. What resonates, not doing things that make you feel shitty and icky. Not things that make you feel envious and unsure and scared or stuck. You don't stop doing that. That's not gonna bring you what you want. Okay? Let go of the envy and you start from within, because this is who you are. You really got to look at who you are. And then if you'd be like, oh man, I got some bitterness and like I got inner work to do. Okay, then that's where you start with. Okay, there's nothing wrong with who we are and where we are going. There just has been fragmentations and distortions that are surfacing to be healed. Okay, especially for whoever's watching this video, like the masculine, your inner masculine is definitely having conflicts with what they're looking at in the material world and having envy of other people. And that's like, I know they try to say, oh, that's a woman's trait, is being jealous. No, it's not, okay? The only reason why we're in this patriarchy in the first place, okay? I'm not saying that everything was perfect under matriarchy. I don't know, I wasn't there. But let's just call it what it is, like the goddess energy. When we were under the matriarchy and the goddess, things were different. things were different. It felt different. And that's what we miss. And that's what needs balancing. That's why in our spirit and our bodies are calling for this. That's why I keep telling you, go touch your body. Can you go rub? Go do a little reflexology, you know? It's like these points. If you have insecurities about, you know, stepping into certain feminine energies, like, I'm not going to touch my own feet. Ugh. Okay, it's your own body, okay? It's your own mater. This is your own material. Your body is your first world anyway. What are you envious about other people for if you're not even stepping in to your own sacredness, into your own wholeness? What you worried about other people for? You're stuck because you don't even know how to be within yourself. You don't even know how to love your own internal self without it kind of show, like, what do I have to show for it? And that's not who you are. Come on. Cut that out. Step into your self-love. What else? What else? We could just keep going. Might just do like a whole thing because it's important for us to have this, guys, the balancing of the energies. And really what I'm hearing, because I don't really know how many guys or men watch these videos, but for us women, we are trendsetters. Like, basically the world steps to our tune. But of course, at the same time, there's programs and paradigms set in place to distract that power, because you know, men just really love women. I mean, of course they enjoy each other. Like, I'm having this whole epiphany that, like, oh my gosh, do men and women even really like each other, or is it just like we deal with each other? But men worship women. The masculine, the man worships the goddess and offers things to the goddess, and the goddess delivers within. Okay, I know it just sounds weird. It probably sounds funky sometimes with my own paradigms. I'm like, wow, that sounds really sexist and da 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 da. But you know what? I'm a woman and I have masculine energies, and I can recognize that when it comes to me calming down my energy, like, I'm very, what do you mean by that? I got to step forward. Like, especially in my family, we don't have any men. Like, it's all women. It's all dominant women in my family. We don't have any men. And thank God for the men that we kind of do have. For the men that are in my life, you know, we're just very lucky for them. But, like, father, like, well, that was really weird. The video cut out. So anyways, we're gonna just jump back into it. I'm not gonna go into my own therapy sessions, but yeah, so dealing with my masculine, or honoring my own feminine, and what that actually looks like in this material world has been always a challenge for me, because it's just the way that you know, I was raised. And like I said, we've been, now that we're doing this inner work and this higher work, it's like, well, what is actually self-love? It's not based upon my accomplishments and how smart how strong and how fast I've been. It's not, self-love is not based upon external validation, right? Right? It's not. I still am learning. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what it is because I wasn't taught. And I'm learning. I think if anybody, well, I just had deja vu. That's weird. But anyways, let's just look at, okay, so masculine. We know that looking at the outside world, it will cause these things of like, well, I'm envious of what they have, but I am the same as everyone, but with different challenges, right? What's going to help you step through this and remember that you are a divine being deserving of your own self-love, okay? Deserving. What does it say? Integration. Integration. Taking all parts and pulling them together. Integrating aspects, all aspects of who we are. Nothing is wrong with us. You know, we just need healing. Integrating maybe what we thought we knew with, you know, maybe what deep down we know. Integrating our thoughts with our feelings, the mind and the heart. Again, wow, this really just keeps coming up. From the head to the heart, from the heart to the hips. We have to integrate all parts of ourself. We are not just this earth. We are not just our coins. I'm hearing that Ari'Ari song. I am the soul that lives within. I am not my hair. I am not the skin. I am not your expectation, no. What expectation? You know? Don't let those expectations, those uncertainties, or you're having these expectations and it's keeping you stuck of what does it mean to step into my feminine energy. It's just integrating all of who you are. You're just not taking the time to integrate the self-love aspect into the physical, who you are in this physical world. You're not just a goddess, a god holding the coin, okay? You're not just holding coins. You are a powerful creator who's integrating all these aspects. What else? I don't know if there's anything else, you know? Integration sounds amazing. I guess I could do some, you know, let's look at integrating some of the aspects that you can integrate. Where do we begin? Where do we begin with that? Just, okay, a few, let's just see. What aspects can the masculine work on? This one jumped out. The mind. Oh my gosh. Your King of Swords, your Two of Swords energy, your mind. You need to integrate your mind. Wow, look at that picture too. That's kind of wild. There's a lot going on there. Jesus. Yeah, masculine, get out of your mind, okay? Okay. All that envying other people and what they got, you come back to your self-love, okay? Every time that you start feeling stuck and uncertain and in a stalemate, because maybe you're looking at what everybody else got, who they're just facing different challenges that you're not seeing because in your mind, you're not integrating your self-love for yourself and your own mater and your own material, remembering that this world is just material though, guys. Like, it fades away. What's going to transcend after all this is your spirit. So mind your mind, okay? Mind your mind. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Okay. Celebration. It's like the Three of Cups. And celebrate your divinity, your uniqueness, your ohana, your place in the circle of life is what I'm hearing. Like, celebrate that you're different. Versus, instead of envying, celebrate those differences. Wow, like, you might not want what that other person got. You don't know what. You over here envying, you know, the empire of somebody else in your mind because you don't know what they're going through. So celebrate, integrate your mind, you know, integrate the mind with the heart the best way that you know how. And sometimes it's just being patient and stopping for a second. I think that this Two of Swords energy is good for you because maybe you won't make a hasty decision. Maybe you will stop and think about, hey, Is that my mind playing tricks on me, or am I actually integrating the self-love that is my joy and celebration, that is, the abundance that I came to share with people? You don't need to envy what other people got or what other person is holding coin. You celebrate within yourself and tell your mind, pull back, rest, pull back and wait until you're ready to face your mind with your self-love and the overpouring, like your full cups. 3 cups up, people. 3 cups. We need 3. I need 3 cups. That's what I'm claiming. Okay, my milk and honey overflows with 3 cups, baby. I don't know about you. Goddess energy. I receive 3 cups. I celebrate in my 3 cups. That's my abundance. That's my goddess. That's my self-love. For you, for me, and for us. I got enough. And I'm learning how to integrate that. Masculines as well. 3 cups up. Integrating the mind with our emotions. Our head to the heart. Our heart to the hips. Right? It's okay for you to dance, masculine. Go dance. Bailamos. Oye, ¿cómo va? Go shake that. I don't know. Go do a 2-step and be free. Go watch some DJ Khaled Instagram. He's funny, He's free though. Look, you feel me? Like, you need to free your own self, because if you're still feeling stuck about what other people got and how this material world is actually manifesting for you, you better just celebrate yourself. You better integrate. You don't know what other people got going on. Lord, take care of children and fools. You know what I'm saying? If that's not you, integrate. That's what we're doing, balancing these energies. I love you, masculine, so much. I kiss you. I love you, and I see you next time, okay? Have a good one.